Ali from Palau.
Bunny Grylls, the lesser-known brother of Bear Grylls. While he gets all the attention and glory, I go out and do the actual hard challenges. I've worked in the radio industry in Arizona and a resident advisor of a college dorm in Hawaii. I have traveled the globe in search of the most difficult circumstances and harshest terrains. And each day, I get in front of the mirror and practice this amazing accent.
Blimey, I reckon
If these experiences have not prepared me, nothing will for what I'm about to face next. When it's man versus wild, who will win? This is Bunny versus Boonies. As I swim away from my boat, I am treated to the amazing ocean life that I get to see all around me in these beautiful islands of Palau. It takes me quite some time before I'm able to find a sandy beach which I can finally use to get on top of these tough rock islands. After having washed up on shore here, I'm just taking some time to familiarize myself with the tail tree, to see where the food is, where I can find some shelter for the night, because those are very important things. But this island seems more hospitable than many of the rock islands which I've had to go to in the past. Okay, that's good. Just make sure that you don't get any of the pavilion area. I don't want people like putting this on YouTube saying how phony I am. You're not recording, right? Okay. It's important not to let the amazing beauty of this land deceive you. She may be beautiful, but still potentially very deadly. Finding food and sustenance in a place like this is surprisingly difficult. Unless you like fish. There's a big bunch of fish. But on the land, good food, cows and pork is very difficult. Even fruit. Unless you like the weird stuff. I've washed up on this desert island, but fortunately for me, there's wild chickens all over this island. I'm gonna see if I can scurry one up and make myself a right tasty lunch. I was indeed able to capture one of those chickens and make myself a right tasty meal. By the use of rubbing many sticks together and other surrounding natural elements, I was able to cook the meat properly and feed not only myself, but my crew. I'm a very giving man. It's very good. After wandering around this small island for what feels like days, I feel it's time for me to bunker down for the night. So I found this little cove-like area and relatively smooth sand on which to sleep. So I believe that this will be where I'm gonna spend my night tonight. Peaceful, calm, relaxing, and really nothing to worry about. I'm so scared. Step very gingerly, or the sandier parts. But this is just to teach you about what it's like to step on stuff. Ow, that hurts. During my walk of scouting the island, I came across the indigenous people known only as the tourists. These indigenous people, much like the fish that they have grown up with, travel in schools. It is believed that this behavior has been learned, in fact, from the fish that they live in such close proximity to. You nary will see one by himself. Not considering the tourist clan to actually be civilization, I decided to move on to better save myself. I swam to the next island. Only later, after looking back at these pictures, did I find out that was actually shark-infested water. Thank you for telling me, camera crew. Where the heck am I? Hiking along this rock island. Let's see. Wish I could find a place to take a nice dip on a hot muggy day like this. I'm a bit tired of the ocean, so I think I might see if I can find an inland lake or something. Along my journeys, I've discovered this lake, and it's full of jellyfish, but I've discovered that they've lost their sting. Now the amazing thing is, I think I'm the first person to discover this. Now my crew thinks it would make sense to call it Jellyfish Lake, but I thought for obvious reasons, I'm gonna call it Bunny Lake. Through centuries of separation from the ocean water, these jellyfish have no natural predators in their pool. Therefore, they have evolved to the point where they have lost their sting, making it feel like you're swimming in a bowl full of tapioca. They don't taste that good though. 3 hours ago, we sent one of our crewmen down with scuba gear to get some low shots. Unfortunately, he hasn't come back yet, so we're sending another crewman down to recover the equipment. It's worth a lot. And then, you know, maybe we'll find the guy too. Okay, it's now been 6 hours and we lost 2 crewmen. We can't afford to lose any more cameras, so we're gonna stop with the scuba diving and just go snorkeling instead. Thanks to Wikipedia, we now know that scuba diving in Jellyfish Lake is deadly due to a hydrogen sulfide layer of water that is 15 to 20 meters below the surface. Fortunately, we were able to recover the cameras as they float and get these amazing pictures. And our regards to the families of the cameramen. After leaving the jellyfish-filled Bunny Lake, I decided to press forward in hopes of being rescued. As I started to walk, I heard the faint sound of boats, which I assumed might be tourist boats. As I got closer and closer, I discovered they were going towards this milky white-colored area of water. I decided to investigate. The locals have discovered a way to keep the mosquitoes off their face at night. This mud comes from down here, and you just simply rub it on your face, like so. And not only are you more beautiful, but you're also mosquito-free. I feel like I'm losing 10 years as I speak. Since the first Japanese tourist had come to this part of the island and found this mud, they rubbed it on their face. Bringing this trick back with them to Japan, this is the very little-known origin of the Japanese geisha, a fact that you will likely only hear on this particular program. And in case you're wondering if we made it up, I saw it on Wikipedia, and as we know, they are the definitive source on all facts. The consistency of this stuff is like thick dough or something like that. But it tastes not as good tasting as one would think. This area known as the Milky Way does not taste like milk. It's just a name. Ugh.